how to seam the brioche stitch. Hi everyone, Norman here. Today I want to show you a very simple yet quite invisible way to seam the brioche stitch using a simple matress stitch or a variation of the matress stitch. Let's dive right into it. If you ask me, the best way to seam the brioche stitch is using a garter stitch selvage. So you knit across an uneven odd number of stitches plus 2 stitches, and then you knit the first and last stitch of every row, both on the right and on the wrong side. And then this will create this garter stitch selvage. It will look a little bit different on the wrong side. Here this ridge will be will appear to be a little bit wider. We are going to seam on this side, and of course here on the other side it's the same. So you have a very small garter stitch selvage on both sides, followed by a rib here, one of the characteristic brioche ribs, and then we can start the seaming. So if you take a close look at your garter stitch edge, then you can typically see here these protruding bits here, and this is exactly where we are going to seam through. It's the same here on this side, always these little bumps here, and this is where we are going to seam through. So I thread a spare length of yarn here on a tapestry needle. You can of course also use your tails. If they are long enough, the tail should be roughly twice as long as the seam. And then we are going to pull the yarn here through the cast on stitches, the first and the last cast on stitch on either side. And then you find the first little bump here on this side and pull the yarn through. Move over to this side, find the first little bump here, pull the yarn through. And then you simply move up in this very manner, always here pulling the yarn through the bumps one at a time. Make sure that you don't accidentally skip one. And then once you covered an inch or so, 2 or 3 centimeters, simply pull tight and then continue. It often is a little bit easier if you pinch things here in between your fingers, like so, and seam all the way up. These bumps here should be fairly easy to recognize. There we go, all the way up. And then this here will be the result. So I feel this just creates such a beautiful seam, especially after blocking. I mean, if you pull it apart, you can kind of tell the difference. But still, if you look to the ridges to the side, you have this central purl stitch here. Here, well, you have kind of 2 purl stitches. And then you have these slanting stitches that you also have here. Looks a little bit different, but from afar it's almost, especially after it's blocked, it's almost impossible to tell the difference. And why I like this way to seam the brioche stitch has to do with the wrong side, because here this seam here lays perfectly flat. There are other ways to seam the brioche stitch, but then you always create a big ridge here on the inside. And I feel the brioche stitch is bulky as it is, so if you have a big welt or ridge here on the inside, it's often not looking all that neat. So that's why I prefer this method, especially as it's just so simple. Anyway, that's how I seam the brioche stitch. Comment below if you have any questions, and as always, happy knitting and enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, I mean, these seams here, these tails here, you will have to weave them in the traditional way later on.